Yes! That is an expression of achievement, success, victory. That is an expression of defeat, loss, setbacks. What if I told you that you could be the victor, see what I did there? In any situation that you encounter? I know it seems far-fetched, but trust me, I have seen tons of setbacks in my life. From growing up in low-budget communities, low-income communities, to being a father at 17, lost jobs, injuries, divorce, you name it. I've seen it, but I've overcome. Let's define what a victor is. According to dictionary.com, it's a noun. It is one who defeats an adversary, one who overcomes any struggle or contest. They're conquerors. Typically, we think of a victor as an athlete, woo, or maybe a warrior, or maybe a politician. But what if your adversary is not another competitor, but a failed marriage, a failed business, or any number of adversities that we face in our lives? Contest master, fellow Toastmasters guest, we will not always be the winner in our situations, but you still can be the victor. I can tell you that typically when we are in these situations, we are overcoming some other successful scenario in our lives. I could think back to February 8th, 2019. That was my birthday weekend. My lovely wife, Latasha, planned a Las Vegas birthday weekend with some of my best and closest friends. Now, when we got to the hotel, I immediately went to the roulette table. I put $25 on 24 black in honor of my favorite basketball player, Kobe Bryant. The croupier spins the roulette wheel. Boom! 24 black. Yes! It was like I put $1 in a vending machine and all the candy bars just fell to the bottom. An amazing thing. Guess what else we did in Vegas that weekend? Now, you know I can't tell you that, because what happens in Vegas stays in Vegas. I see we have a few experienced people here. That weekend, nobody got arrested. Monday morning, I'm back to work. I'm feeling real good on this emotional high. My team is working well. The people are still wishing me happy birthday. You'll never guess what happened next. The human resources director calls me into her office and says, "Your six-figure job has been eliminated." It didn't make any sense. I mean, my year-over-year production numbers were amazing. I was developing leaders on my team. It was just, I had no disciplinary issues at all. What happened? Yet I still found myself jobless. This was the fourth time in my career where either the position was eliminated or the company just went completely out of business. With that in mind, I went full-time entrepreneur. I can do this on my own. Bet on Vic Johnson. Over the next 3 years, I wrote a book. I published that book and I ended up managing rental properties. I did almost everything you could think of to make some money, including doing some workshops on financial literacy and home ownership, something that I really love. Well, that was going great. Money was coming in, I'm feeling good, until early 2022. I'm right in the middle of this big real estate project. And I don't know if you remember, but the interest rates doubled around 2022, around that time. I got caught in the middle of the deal and lost $75,000. Oh my God, I got to get back to work. Fortunately, with all the networking I was doing as an entrepreneur, I befriended a banker. And the banker says to me, "Would you like to do a community outreach role with the bank?" I'm like, "What is that?" Well, you get to do financial literacy workshops, teach people about home ownership, do some networking in the community. I'm like, people pay you for that? Yeah, sign me up. 2 months later, I was hired. Yes! I'm back on the road, baby. This was amazing. What can you learn from this experience? Well, I can tell you that oftentimes when there is a setback, it's typically leading to an even better setup, something that you can grow from, become stronger, smarter, more resilient. I'll give you 3 takeaways from my experience and how you can be the victor in any situation you face, whether a competition or even if it's a life experience. Number 1, do a self-assessment. Really take a hard look at yourself and see, was there something else you could have done differently to determine that outcome? From that experience, you'll find your weaknesses, but even better, you'll identify your gifts like I did. Number 2, find a lesson. There's always a lesson in everything that you do. And if you find that lesson, then hopefully you also will become more resilient and grow. A buddy of mine named Phillips, he says, "We don't take losses, we take lessons," end quote. Kind of like that quote. And then the third thing is, stay positive. Keep a positive outlook. You can't focus on the loss or you'll be down this dark spiraling life thing where you're just so depressed and you attract more of that depression to you. Keep it positive. And out of that, I can almost guarantee you that what's coming up next is going to be much greater than what just happened. Ladies and gentlemen, I persevered. My challenge for you is if you really want to overcome any situation and be the victor, number 1, do that self-assessment. Number 2, make sure that you find the lesson and you'll be the victor. And number 3, keep it positive and you can be the victor. We all can be the victor, but I am the victor. Yes! Contest master. Thank you, sir.